Now, the governing NPP says in spite of COVID-19 pandemic, government has prudently stabilized the Ghanaian cedi. The party argues that there are strong steps adopted by government to strengthen the cedi. Director of Communications for the party, Yabwa Benga-Samwa, rejected claims that government has failed to arrest the fall of the cedi.
Nana Addo Dankwa has demonstrated exemplary leadership. And leadership is about engaging the people, giving them hope, listening to them, and having a picture of where they want to go and leading them in that direction. Nana Addo Dankwa has done exactly that. And I'll take about 2-3 minutes of your time to demonstrate it. Nana Addo Dankwa promised free SHS. Coming into government, we realized there was a huge gap in terms of debt, in terms of DUMSO, the energy sector crisis, in terms of the financial sector crisis that John Mahama had just admitted to in Parliament as having created. Nana Addo had to solve those problems before the economy could stabilize. Nana Addo didn't say that because there were those problems which were not part of his manifesto, he was going to sit back and not implement his manifesto. He demonstrated leadership. He kept faith with us. He bit the bullet. He solved the problems that John Mahama refused to solve after creating them. He solved DUMSO to the extent that today,
so then the citizens agree.
Yes, but today...
And they had laid the foundation before you came to power.
Foundation?
Right.
That's why they laid the foundation for Terminal 3. If we hadn't continued, Terminal 3 would not be there.
So you give them the credit for laying the foundation for solving those?
We can't give them that credit because they couldn't solve it. They ended up buying equipment that we have to pay for, take or pay contracts. They chose to invest in generation capacity at very high prices instead of investing in running costs, fuel, and those things. That would have kept the lights on. We have not only paid for their excesses, their profligacy. We have spent some excess of 4.6 billion in the energy sector to stabilize the sector, but we have also managed it to the point where today in Ghana, we are giving away free electricity. When there was DUMSO, we were paying bills. When we didn't have the electricity, John Mahama forced us to pay bills and told us at some stage that if we wanted more electricity, we had to pay more. Today, we have not only stabilized electricity supply, we're actually giving it away free. That is leadership.
But
that is capacity.
It's a promise you made to the people of this country.
The cedi
you haven't fulfilled that.
It's a relative matter.
Should Ghanaians punish you for failing on your...
And go back to John Mahama. We haven't failed. We haven't failed on the cedi. The cedi is relative. And all the experts will tell you that it has depreciated slowest over the past 3 years, given all the administrations. And why is that? Because we are taking strong steps to diversify this economy, moving it from mere taxation to production. And that is what is shoring up the cedi. Because the cedi, not being an international currency, will always be under pressure from international levels. Okay. The cedi will be healthier the more we ground production in Ghana. And so when you see that Volkswagen is in Ghana, when you see that 1D, 1F is going on, then you begin to realize that the cedi is going to consolidate over time. But the biggest thing, and it's not the NPP saying it, these are experts, independent experts, telling us that the cedi has depreciated slowest and the least in the next first 3 years compared to the other governments which have been in charge of the Fourth Republic.